Back now on Triad today. Always like to see this lovely lady come back and visit us. She's been here several times before, and she does a great job in the community. JPAR Director, if we can see on camera. Chantale Wesley, who's Transportation Demand Manager, the Piedmont Authority for Regional Transportation, or as we affectionately call it, PART. Welcome, dear.
Hi.
And that daughter of yours, that baby, is keeping you up nights, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Okay, so try to answer coherently.
I will. I'll do
know
my
you're
best.
Not getting any sleep, I know it. Hey, what is this Share the Ride thing we hear about? ShareTheRide.org. Share the Ride. Tell us about that.
It's really great. It's a free rideshare matching site that really allows people to go in and find those carpool partners, van pools, as well as biking partners. And the good thing about it is it's not only used to find or to make new arrangements, but people can also find PART bus routes and park and ride lots as well.
Do the whole thing.
Right. So it really matches people with similar schedules and commutes together for the purpose of ride sharing.
How do I get started on something? Because that sounds a little, for people that, sometimes people don't want to, they're not sure about contacting other people. So how does the process start?
If you prefer, you could give us a call at PART, 1-800-588-7787, or if you have internet access, it's really user-friendly. You just log on to sharetheridennc.org. You do a short registration. It's really all the information that's needed to match you appropriately. So it asks things like your work location, your schedule, your home address, and is immediately going to shoot back to you other people who have signed up and who are interested.
Let me give you an example of something. Now, this might be a hypothetical, but you can tell me about this. Let's say I live pretty far out. I've got a long commute. And maybe there aren't a lot of people near where I live, but there might be somebody along the route somewhere. Can you help me hook up with somebody that I might meet them somewhere along the way?
Yes, users can really set their radius and their search criteria, as open as they feel comfortable with. In fact, we had an individual who called out of Kernersville and worked out in Chapel Hill at the hospital, and we were able to match her to a van pool that originates out of Burlington. So while we didn't cut out her whole trip, we were able to at least cut that by more than half.
So she would drive from Kernersville to Burlington and
Yes.
pick up the
van pool,
van
PART
pool.
van.
Isn't that great? Okay. Now, this is a sensitive one. Suppose I say to you, well, Chantale, I saw you on TV. I'm thinking about doing this, but I don't want to be in a van or a car or anybody that smokes. And I'm a guy, and I don't want to flirt with any women. I just want to do work on the way there. I just want another guy who does business. Can I stipulate gender and non-smoking and all these different things?
Yes, the site is really designed to create the best rideshare agreement possible. So with that being said, people can be as specific as they want. There's a place during the registration for notes where people can indicate whatever their preferences may be. And you see things like that all the time. So, you really want people to feel comfortable in their arrangement.
Now, what if I don't have a car?
You should not be discouraged. In fact, what we found is that there are a lot of people who want to drive only, and they indicate that during the registration. One of the questions that's asked is, do you have a vehicle and are you willing to drive it? So some people are just looking for riders and just hoping that they'll split in the cost of gas.
All right, one other thing. I know it's going to sound like I'm paranoid asking these questions, but what about information that I'm giving you to set this whole thing up in motion? Is that all kept confidential?
Yes, it is. One of the things to keep in mind is that this site is made possible by the North Carolina Department of Transportation. And as such, your personal information would never be sold or given to anyone else. In addition to that, one of the great things is that although you provide your physical address just to get that match, your physical street address would never appear on a match list, just the city in which you reside.
Right.
Another option is how you prefer to be contacted. Is it email? Is it a phone call? If it is email, your email is also never disclosed. If someone got you as a match, they would just hit a email button that's very transparent, and behind the scenes that email would get to you, but they would never see your email.
That's great. Before we run out of time, one other thing. Can you give us any indication of how successful this is to date in terms of registrants? How many, or how's it looking?
Sure. Over the past couple of years, the database has more than tripled to over 3,400 people, and we're very proud to say that 80% of folks on their first time registering get at least one or more matches. And again, as we promote it like we're doing here today and more people register, that's going to grow.
All right, and let's look on screen for the PART logo, and also there's a specific thing I want to put up, www.sharetheride. Is it nc.org?
nc.org.
Okay, I would have gotten that wrong. ShareTheRideNC.org, so let's make sure that's right. And 1-800, is it 588-7787?
That is correct.
All right, good. Thank you, Chantale.
Thank you. You have a great day.
All right, you too. We'll be right back after this.